Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Rimworld. So we're on about the 100,000th episode of trying to get the launch pods loaded, the drop pods, the pod launchers, pods loaded. Merc's gone berserk at the end of the last episode, and so that's something that I'm gonna have to deal with right away. Might be possible that we could get her put down and then healed up and then finish loading the pods. I'm pretty sure Nicole and Kasky are both in their pods right now. I don't know if that preserves their state of being. Like, are they gonna suddenly become exhausted and fall out of the pods, incapacitated or something like that? We'll have to rescue them or whatever. I don't know. Are the pods functioning as sort of a crypto sleep casket until we get them launched? I don't know. That's something that I'm gonna have to find out. Will Merc finish loading up the pod after they've recovered from their berserker state? I don't know. These are all things that I'm severely unfamiliar with, sadly. Oh, the poor piggy is down. Stoll is training the cougar. Cristobal, can you treat Wild Boar 4? Merc, are you trying to attack a cow, or what are you doing? Just wondering. Let's see if Talia can put her down. Melee of 6, though. Talia might have her work cut out for her here. It does seem like Talia's getting the worst of the injuries. Okay, there we go. Yep, get her rescued. Patched up. And we'll see how we go. Stoll, where are you at? Couple of alpaca corpses that never got butchered in time. Which isn't much of a surprise. We have an amazing amount of space in here right now compared to what we had before. Yeah, it looks like Talia needs treated. Go ahead and treat Merc if you would, please. No longer incapable of walking, that's fine, but I need these patched up, because I know if they're bleeding, there's a chance that they could get infected pretty easily. So I think that's a priority there. Okay, Wild Boar 4 was patched up by Cristobal. Itini is wandering. Smoking a smoke leaf joint. Do you need rest? Or no, you're gonna make it this time, whether you like it or not. Okay, you're resting now. That's fine. Hopefully Kasky and Nicole are fine. I can't click on them to see, so they're just in here somewhere. Are we still stacked on foods? We're not up to the limit that I've set for them, but we still have quite a bit in there. It looks like there's quite a few mature plants that are ready to be harvested, but our growers have been preoccupied with other things. Got a combat supplier approaching. It's fine. Yeah, Merc should be about rested up. Eat some food, and then get this transport pod loaded. This one still says loading in progress, even though I'm pretty sure it's fully loaded. I'm not able to prioritize loading it. I'm a little surprised at the amount of time that it's taken to get this done, but oh well. Because I thought that she was almost done loading it up at the end of the last episode. Clearly I was mistaken. Clearly. Alright, they have boomalopes for sale, which I'm not interested in the least. Pemmican components are expensive. Yayo we could sell. You know what, let's just sell these right here, right now. So that we don't have to load them up. That'll be good. Okay, it's not letting me load these pods anymore. I'm not sure. Ready for launch, not ready for launch, not ready for launch. So clearly there's something that I'm missing. Something that's not clear about how this is supposed to be done. They're fueled up. There's nothing else I can do with these. There must not be any more in these groups. So I'm just going to have to forget about it. Yep, let's dump everything out. Forget about it. Try to get everybody back to where they need to be. Caskie's having a terrible time here. Needs rest and joy. So I think maybe what I'm doing is overdoing it, possibly. If I was to throw Nicole in there with all this pemmican, that's probably good. And then we'll throw Merc in here with some of the stuff that's just laying around it. I'm gonna keep the Devil Strand. I'll just throw in the stuff that wow. Where did we get 1,000 buffalo leather? That's what I want to know. Cassowary, alpaca hide. I said I was going to keep the panther skin, but forget about it. And the chinchilla fur. That's good. Except, and whenever Caskie wakes up, I'll get her pod loaded as well. With a couple of weapons, and that'll be it. Yeah, her joy is just really terrible right now. Angie still has sleeping sickness, I imagine? Yeah. Her immunity's nearly built up though, so that's good. Do I still have her set for, yeah, bed rest pretty high? Let's bring those down a little bit because she should be fine. Alright, Caskie's up and going. She's probably going to try to find something fun to do. I'll let her do that and then I will load something up here. Yep, Nicole's wandering in a mental break right now. She's no longer confused. Kasky is asleep again. She probably needs the rest, but I have to get this silly pods launched at some point or another. Yep, all of these weapons ought to be laying right here next to the pods. As well as these dead people clothes. There we go. Okay, Merc is in. Nicole will be the next one in. So if Kasky can get this one done... Oh, I wish I could edit that and get this loaded up. Oh, of course. Semi and Susumu are out. Inji... melee attack her. Stole, you can keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, everybody else is busy. It looks like Semi is trying to break through the wall here. This door should close after we walk back through it, but we'll see. Soul's bringing this stuff in here, that's good. It's 2-on-2 right now, but we got more guys coming. Ah, Semi was... Okay, she's just downed. That's good. Okay. I don't want any of these guys to be drafted anymore. Stole, capture Semi, Talia. Susumu is reserved by Anna, okay. That's fine, because he shouldn't be in any immediate danger now. I don't mind those types of prison breaks because they don't ruin the doors, they just open them and escape. So it just goes back to being closed and we're all good. Let's throw down a granite wall right there. Replace that. I feel like that's wrong. For some reason I feel like it should be closed this direction, but I guess that's correct. Man, this place is a mess. Lee, what have you been doing all day? Yeah, Nicole and Lee are both set to be cleaning. I guess Lee's crafting, probably? Yeah, this place is hideous. Okay. All of the transport pods are set. I don't know what launch group means. Initiates a targeting process for launching a group of transport pods. The next step is choosing a target. Pods will fly and land together. Okay. Alright, it's got to load because this is going to bring us out into the world map, I imagine. But I did click on it, so it's just taking its time. Oh, okay. So, this is the range, clearly. That must be based on the amount of fuel that we've given it. It's really cool that we could send a group up here. I don't know how they would get back, like how does the caravan traverse water, or do they even? That's not something I'm interested in finding out though. These guys are the farthest away. I feel like we'll be able to successfully get their trade with them and come back. If this even works, I don't know. When the pods land and all the stuff gets dumped out, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell the stuff that's dumped out, or gather it up and form a caravan and leave, or if my guys are just going to be trapped there. But I think trading with these guys would be a good idea, so I'm going to select here. Yep. Visit Isarowick. So are they gonna do this thing? Oh, it's paused. Phew. Okay, Kasky is gone. I suppose I have to do that with each one. Transport pods have arrived. Stole, how beat up are you? 1 bruise? Okay, we'll be fine. Merc has arrived. Once Nicole arrives, okay. So let's go. Trade. Cancel. Let's all 3 of them trade. Okay, it is giving me the chance to sell them things. And as far as I'm aware, we are getting a much better price. Since we're the ones initiating the trade. Doesn't look like they wanted any of our textiles though. Which is really disturbing. I'll take their bionic eye. Oh, but we can't afford it because we're not, we don't have any silver with us right now. Yeah, so they have a couple of textiles they're willing to sell, but they aren't willing to buy any of the raw materials that we brought with us. So that's a real shame. This will affect trade prices, okay. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is why. Kasky was the one that we were using to trade earlier. So Kasky has traded off her things. Wow, yeah. Merc is getting a lot more money, so he'll be able to take the eye. And he's still got room for stuff. He's at his carrying capacity now, so that's good. We were able to sell those textiles off, that's good. Okay, so now Nicole can trade, but she has poor health because of her dementia. It reduces the prices and all that kind of stuff, that's fine. We're keeping the pemmican. And that's right, that's all we loaded her up with. So she's carrying the food. Okay, accept. Bam, bam, bam. Merge this caravan into one. Items, pemmican, we've got silver, we've got, and a bionic eye. This is too much to carry. So, let's see, days of food is 22. It's not going to tell me how much weight this is. And we can't see, yeah, 0.02 kilograms. And we need to get rid of at least 3 kilograms. So 5 would be 0.1, 50, 150-ish we need to drop. $163. Okay, perfect. Okay, we still got 21 days of food. How far is it to here? Estimated time to destination 1 season. Estimated time 11 days. Okay. Let's do 11 days and let's head back home. Whew. Whew. Can you believe it? We finally did it. After all this dang time, it was super messy. It was just revoltingly disgusting to the point that I feel like going to vomit right now in the toilet. Or a trash can, possibly. But more likely the toilet, because then I could flush it and it would be gone. And the smell wouldn't bother me to the point where I would have to vomit again later. But we did it. And successfully, when you load transport pods with people and send them off, you can successfully trade with other colonies. So yes. Such a success. Terribly wonderful, majestic success. Whew. That took way too much time and effort, I tell you what. And now our little caravan here, of course, is in danger of Susumu. Be berserk all you want inside the jail cell. I don't care. Melee attacking Semi. Semi wasn't even awake. Crystal, why don't you just repair that door real quick? Susumu's gonna have to be put down again. Crystal doesn't have very good melee skills. Lee doesn't do violence. And I'm pretty sure Susumu has decent melee skills, 11. So if I try to send Crystal and Lee in to mess with this fool, they will get totally smoked. Let's see if Lee will defend himself. Okay, Lee is just kind of standing there. Crystal, get out of there. Talia, get drafted. Melee attack this fool. I thought that Crystal would automatically melee attack him. That doesn't seem to be the case. Get in there, Crystal. Get in there. Melee attack Zeus. Okay. Apparently, 2 people can't melee attack a person in the same square. Not sure exactly why that's the case, but it is. And our guys need to be treated again. I guess this place does need to be tidied up. It's pretty filthy. Pretty horribly filthy. Lee, what are you up to? Consuming a fine meal? Okay. Yeah. I think emergency has to be called for everyone to clean as a 1. Flicking is still fine, doctoring is still fine, all of that's still fine, but cleaning needs to be number 1 right now. Hauling as a 2 is fine, crafting as a 2 is good, everything else is good, cooking as a 2 is fine. But yeah, let's get everybody to wake up and clean up the place. Because it is a horrendous mess. I can't believe we finally got these silly pods launched and got that training done. I'm glad it worked out so well as far as the loadout too. We only had to drop a little bit of pemmican in order to have our carry capacity met and be able to wander back, and we have enough pemmican to make it back and some to spare, so great success. I'm really thrilled about the way that it finally turned out. I can't believe it took so long, but now I have the idea of how to do it exactly. You have to assign a person to the pod and then fill it with the stuff. They'll load it up and hop in. Once they're in, you don't have to worry about them. They just stay there until it's ready to launch. I still don't know about how do I group. See, it says load launch group of 1. I wish there was an easy way to designate these as launch groups so we could launch them all together. It worked out though when they all landed that I merged them into one caravan and then sent them on their way, so it worked out just fine. It just feels a little bit clunky, a little bit counterintuitive, and definitely takes a bit of getting used to. Alright, Anna's cleaned up the environment there a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. That's way better than what it was. There were some negative 40s in here. So now we're really getting some good stuff. Let's check out what the cargo pods have brought us. More wools, more textiles that we just got rid of a bunch of. It looks like we're making some devil strand stuff here. Talia was. Beaver skin cowboy hat, that's fine. Yeah, definitely getting the place cleaned up, which is magical. Fully necessary. Alright. So another thing I've been meaning to do, which is more cosmetic than anything, is floors. The places where I've roofed already, I want to get basically sidewalks out here so that they can walk around just a little bit faster. I don't think that they need floors under the walls here, so I can remove those, that's fine. Oh, we've got an exotic goods trader. That's amazing. An eclipse has come. It's fine. And I can cancel the floor. Well, I'll for sure cancel this back one here, and then I'll just add floors right here to fill that out. Yeah, I think just the 2 floors across here will be fine. I guess there's still marsh right there. I'll pretend like it doesn't exist though. And we'll get this slated in. Come down this direction as well, across here, all the way to the prison here. Through here as well, probably all the way around. That's already floored. Oh, but I think the fields cover this. Yeah, so I don't want one there. I'll just have a 1 wide walkway around here because I believe the fields are set up that way. And we'll have this here. So if we have enough slate, good, we'll get this sorted, and if not, we'll just pick it up as we go. Whew. But that's gonna help with their walking speed too. They'll be able to get to and from places a little bit quicker. I probably should have done this a long time ago, but we haven't necessarily had the materials to do it. Right now we've got 700 slate blocks just sitting around in the stockpile here. So I feel like we can get rid of them this way. And it would be useful. I guess I probably ought to add them in right here as well. That should be good. Okay, Anna, let's go trade with these exotic goods peoples. See what we've got. A snow hare? That's interesting. Haven't seen one of those around. I think as far as our animals go, we'll try to keep them. We'll hang on to them. We've still got 100 neutroamine. They've got 4 Glitter World medicines, which is good. Oh, we have a bionic arm. They have simple prosthetics. I don't think I want any of those. Yayo we can sell to them, so that we can buy this Glitter World medicine off of them. It doesn't quite balance out, but that's okay. Chem fuel, I would like to just make a bunch of my own, so I'll just set somebody to man the refinery after a while. We need to get rid of some of these because the quality is just too low. The colonists won't be wearing some of these for much longer. And I don't think they wear the personal shields that are below 50% quality, so that's something I also have to keep in mind. Kevlar helmet, but it's 50% there. Flat screen and mega screen TVs. I imagine those increase joy. Entertainment strength factor 135%. I'm not sure how they use these either. Like, do I have to have a table to set them on and a chair for them to sit down and watch, or how exactly does that work? I don't know. Awful sculpture. I think this is pretty good. We're gaining a little bit of money. We're getting some Glitter World medicine. So I think that's a pretty good trade. We'll do it that way. Dweeb. What a name. Poor guy. Oh, solar flare has knocked out our electronics, so some of our foods are going bad. Mostly meats and stuff. Which is not good at all. cotton plant has died, but I'm not worried about that at all. It's hard to tell if it's nighttime or what's going on because of the eclipse. Alright, we've got our electricity back. Talio's finished up the next drop pod. Trying to think, we had 87 in each of these, so I'm gonna... Okay, it's already set. Yeah. It's set the same on all of these, so as soon as we have the chem fuel, I can tell them to fill these up. They will do so. There goes Talia getting busy on the sidewalks. It's very good. Lots of building to be done. Okay, Semi is fully healed. I'm really hoping that we can get her recruited one of these days. Of course, the difficulty is very high, but we have seen recruitment being accomplished with that sort of difficulty. Cristobal recruited one person with like 0.5% or something like that. It was crazy. Ingi's immunity is hanging out at 99%. She doesn't really need to rest or worry about anything. Probably doesn't even need treatment. But just to sleep in a medical bed for one more evening. She'll be fine. But okay, so that's where we're going to leave it for this time. I keep running over time on these episodes. I love playing this game. This is probably my favorite game of all time so far. It's just so intricately complicated and so super great. Very well done. I love the new world travel, trade caravan abilities and everything. I really love it that I got this figured out and that we got these launched this episode. Got to see that work and everything. Whenever they get back, I'm gonna do it again, not gonna lie. We're gonna go trade with these guys down here, the core of the crag. Sell off some more textiles, things like that. But as soon as they get back though, we're probably gonna have to do some hunting as well. Refill our stockpiles here, because we're just about completely out of meat. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did and you want to catch the next episode, feel free to subscribe. Consider supporting if you would. And be sure to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you very much for any time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.